So, remember that leaked photo of the engineering sample card with this massive cooler said to have 16GB of G6 memory across a 256-bit wide bus interface? While the leaker who posted the picture mentioned that it housed the Big Navi GPU, well, it turns out that this allegedly Big Navi engineering card may not be Big Navi and Navi 21 after all. In this video we're going to talk about the biggest and most recent Big Navi leaks, and I think we may have found the RX 6700. And in today's video we're going to discuss AMD's announcement event, release date, pricing, performance, and whether AMD can compete with Nvidia. Now, in case you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss any upcoming episodes, because there's going to be an awful more to this story. So, regarding the size of the GPU, a user on Twitter recently noted that the GPU on the engineering card is between 320 and 360 square millimeters. If that is accurate, well, that simply makes this GPU way too small for it to be Navi 21. And if we take a quick look at the said die sizes between each chip, we can see that Navi 21 is supposed to be around 505 square millimeters, while Navi 22 is supposed to be, let's see, 320, and based on that, it seems like we're looking at Navi 22 here. Now, if all of these numbers are a bit confusing, let's try and make this as easy as possible. According to Radeon, who's got a very solid track record among leakers, Navi 22 should have a die size around the same size as Series X, which, as we can see, is 320 square millimeters. According to Radeon, Navi 22 got dead target at GA104. This is basically RTX 3070 performance, which makes this 256-bit memory bus and Navi 21 leak make a whole lot more sense. Now, it should be said that Copite7Kimi also seemed quite confident in his Navi 21 claim a few days ago, but recently retweeted this tweet from 3D Center, who also believes that this leaked GPU is indeed a Navi 22 based GPU and not Navi 21. If you don't remember, the engineering sample had a considerably small 256-bit memory bus, which does seem a bit low for such a big GPU. Now, while I cannot be 100% sure about this, I think we're looking at RX 6600 XT or possibly RX 6700 with RTX 3070 level performance, but I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. So what about the performance then? Well, it turns out this GPU may have been tested and benchmarked in ashes of the Singularity, and this was spotted by Radeon and Tom Apisak. Now, while this specific graphics card isn't mentioned here, it is very likely that we aren't looking at Navi 21 level performance here, which means that we may very much likely be looking at Navi 22 with 16 gigs of VRAM on a 256-bit memory bus interface, which could be the card that was leaked just recently, possibly the Radeon RX 6700. Now, taking a greater look at these numbers, we can see that this card scored between 5,900 and 6,200 points at the 4K resolution using the crazy graphics preset, and the graphics card delivered an average around 60 FPS in the game, and in comparison the card is about 20% faster than a heavily overclocked 5700 XT on average, and stand against Nvidia, the card is about neck and neck with a stock 3080 Ti, who typically scores around 6100 points and an average of 63 FPS. But if you overclock the 2080 Ti, you should see a nice, sweet boost in performance here, with scores up to 7800 points and average of 79 FPS is possible, which makes the 2080 Ti about 25% faster than the possible 6700 graphics card. But something to keep in mind here, guys, that things like clock speeds, for example, are set very late in the process. Remember the RX 5600 XT, for example, where AMD last minute changed both the power delivery and clock speeds, which ultimately led to the card being an awful lot faster just by a simple BIOS update. So remember, guys, these are very early numbers and AMD may not even have decided on clock speeds and power delivery yet, which also makes it hard to predict the performance. And so based on these numbers, this could be RX 6600 XT, or it can even be 6700 level performance, depending on various things. Now compared to Ampere, we have also seen leaked RTX 3080 performance results within Ashes of Singularity, and this card showed an average FPS of 98 with a score of almost 10,000 points, which essentially makes the 3080 25% faster than the most overclocked 2080 Ti, which makes the 3080 over 50% faster than this leaked RX 6000 card here. But again guys, this is most likely just a mid-tier GPU, Navi 22, with the price tag around $500 and target at 3070 performance. According to Rogue Game, AMD is planning 3 GPUs in total. We got Navi 21, 22 and 23 all targeting Nvidia Ampere, and both Navi 21 and Navi 22 are said to be much bigger than Navi 10, which we do find inside RX 5700 XT. Navi 21 is supposed to have dead target at RTX 3080, while Navi 22 is positioned against RTX 3070. Based on that info guys, we can be pretty sure that we're looking at Navi 22 performance here, and things like power delivery and clock speed and updated drivers can most likely make this Navi 22 GPU shine even more. And so as we can see guys, things are looking very promising. As for release date, AMD is holding an announcement on October 28th, and we should see these cards start popping up in early November before next gen consoles. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is this Navi 22 or is it Navi 21? Is this the RX 6700? Is it the 6600 XT? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. In the meantime, watch either of these two videos, and I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around this long, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video.